Hey guys, so welcome back to Jakira's World. So in this video, I will be showing you how I created the boys' banner that goes around their high chairs for their birthday. It was a pretty tedious project, but I love it. So let's just get right into it. So right now I'm just measuring each piece of fabric, and you're more than welcome to use ribbon as well. But I had some leftover fabric from when I was making masks during quarantine, and I happened to have Dr. Seuss, which is what I wanted to base the boy's birthday off of this year. Unfortunately, we didn't have like a real birthday party. It was just a birthday drive through. So yeah, right now I'm just measuring it, and I'm pretty sure I did about 18 inches so that once it is folded, because when you put it on the string or whatever you decide to use, um, it'll be, like in half. So I measure 18 inches, and then once it's folded, it'll come out to like 9. And you're more than welcome to do it however long you want to. It's a DIY project, so you know, do it yourself. You don't have to have perfect measurements. That's the great thing about doing DIY projects. You don't need perfect measurements. It's for you, your family, your kids, whatever the case may be. So yeah, um, we have a couple of different Dr. Seuss fabrics, about 6 of them. So right here, I'm just speeding the process up, guys, but I still want you guys to see like the amount of work that goes into this. When you look at the banners, you're like, okay, this could be a quick project. And it really isn't, but it beats paying $30 or however much people will charge to do it if you can do it yourself. Sometimes you can't do it or you may not have the time to do it because things happen, but me, if I can do it myself, I'm going to do it no matter what time of night it is. It looks like it was during the day during this time, which is actually good for me because usually I'm doing projects at 3 a.m. So, but yeah, guys, I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to see the pictures of how they turned out. And right here we have all the fabric pieces pretty much done. I'm just cutting them in half at this point. Because like I said, it'll be about 18 inches, or if you decide to do 20 inches, once you fold it, it'll come out to 10 inches. So it just all depends on how you want it. I would do a test strip at first, with either your ribbon or your fabric, excuse me, to see how long you want it. Make sure though that you measure the length of your, like how long your children's high chair is or table or wherever you want to put the banner. Make sure you measure that in advance so that you can cut the string that the pieces of fabric or the pieces of ribbon will hang on to. That's really important because you don't want to, not have enough. And honestly, you don't even have to put it around the whole high chair. You can just put it in like the middle of the high chair where the child will be sitting. So right here, I'm just using the string that I'll be putting the fabric on and measuring it. And you want to leave some room just in case. I've also seen people use parachute cord, so that's another good thing to use. But whatever you want to use is up to you. I bought this from Dollar Tree. So like at first, I attempted to like tape the string to the table so that it can have some kind of so that when I am putting the fabric pieces on, it wouldn't come up. But the tape wasn't strong enough, so maybe use like stronger tape, maybe some duct tape or something like that. I ended up just holding the string, but this is my first attempt actually trying and to put this on, and you'll see why in a couple of seconds why I'm saying this because if you watch me how hard I pull, and then the fabric piece just comes right off. So I was already tired at this point from cutting all the pieces. Um, but yeah, so hopefully you guys can see it now. I pull the bottom of the two pieces through the loop that I make around the string, and then you want to just keep pulling the two tails that I put through the loop down until it's like secure enough to where you feel like it won't come off of the string. Also put a knot in the beginning of the string so that it will be harder for that fabric piece to come off. And so I made a mistake of like getting two fabric pieces that were kind of close, that were very close in color, the two blue ones. And as I said before, some of the fabric was left over for when I made masks during the quarantine. And then I ended up buying some more fabric um, at the store, and it ended up being very close in color. So I was like playing around with how I wanted the pattern to go. So if you guys want to save time, um, I would in the beginning, figure out the pattern, take a picture of it, and then go ahead and do that, because it kind of took me a little minute to get that situated, and try to get different colors or just different fabrics, things that aren't too much alike. I got it figured out, and as you can see here, I started doing it, and I just used more of the red and white stripes. I actually went back to the store twice to get all these because I didn't realize how many pieces I was going to use. So it's a lot, guys. And remember, the longer that you have them, the more fabric you're going to need to make this project. um, I only needed it for one day, so I didn't want to get too long of pieces. Yeah, guys, you can see we're finally getting somewhere. And like I said before, like this is a tedious project. So if you do not have time, go ahead and buy you one, girl. But not me. Not if I can do it myself. No, thank you. So, this is the finished product. And I know you guys are probably like, it just looks like a whole bunch of fabric, but once you see it on the high chair, it looks great. I did put a lot of pieces on there. And honestly, you should just do what you want. Like, what it looked great to me. So I, kept it like that. And I did his brother's a little different. Like, I didn't do the same exact pattern, but it was great. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the 1 and 2, which my sons turn 1 and 2. So I went ahead and bought some felt paper, or I think it's called felt paper, and used whatever I had around the house to make circles and just trace those circles around the white pieces. Um, because if you look at the thing 1 and thing 2 circles, it's like a white circle and then a black outer circle. So make sure you make the black circle a little bit bigger than the white circle. So I would just put the white circle onto the black circle and then trace maybe like an eighth of an inch around, or an eighth of an inch more around the white circle. And this paper can be found at any craft store. They have some at Walmart. They run out fairly quick. Everything runs out quickly at Walmart. So, but they have this at Walmart. I got all of my items from Joann Fabric. It's right next to my house, so it's such an easy thing to do. Right in the morning, there's not a lot of people, so I just got straight up and went and got all the materials needed for this. And you may want to get an extra piece just in case you mess up, like an extra piece of each one. I will say, if you have a good eye for this, you should go ahead and just trace the 1 and 2 on the black piece of felt paper if you feel comfortable. Even look up a picture and try to, visualize it, or, if you're able to copy something by just looking at it, just do that. And make sure that you do the letters upside down so that when you cut them out, it will be the right way. I made that mistake last year, and I made it again this year. That's another reason why I told you guys to buy an extra piece of felt paper. Important. right now, guys, is basically um, cutting out the number 2 for the birthday banner thing 1, thing 2 signs, which will only just say 1 and 2 because I didn't even think about it till after, like, to do the thing 1, thing 2, and I honestly didn't think it was that important. You guys get it. So, the reason why I said get another piece of felt paper or extra piece is because I traced the number 2 on the wrong way, so when I cut it out, it would have been backwards. But I did it again, and we finally got it together. So, guys, this is the last piece. The number 2 was the last piece that I needed to cut out for the thing 1, thing 2 high chair banners. Um, After all that tedious work, it was worth it, guys. Very, very worth it. Alright, guys, here are some pictures from the boys' birthday party or quarantine birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed our pictures. See ya! Don't forget to hit that notification bell and click that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel.